He is filthy, illiterate.
There lived a certain man in Russia long ago.
Possibly insane, and yet one of the most powerful men in the Russian Empire. A peasant, a mystic, a man with piercing eyes and a hypnotic presence. This is the story of Grigori Rasputin, the mad monk who gaslights an empire. How does a wandering religious figure with no title or military rank end up whispering into the ears of royalty, influencing government decisions and becoming one of the most feared and fascinating figures in Russian history? To understand Rasputin's rise, we need to start with desperation. It's the early 1900s. Tsar Nicholas II rules over a fragile Russian empire. But behind palace doors, his young son Alexei suffers from hemophilia, a genetic disorder that causes uncontrollable internal bleeding. One wrong move, one cut, and the boy could die. Doctors are helpless. The royal family is hopeless. And then Rasputin arrives, a self-proclaimed holy man, unkempt, wild-eyed, mysterious. He claims he can heal the boy. And one day, after Alexei suffers another terrifying episode, Rasputin prays, and the bleeding stops. Coincidence? Perhaps. But to a desperate mother, it's a miracle. From that moment on, Empress Alexandra is under Rasputin's spell. She believes he's been sent by God to protect her son, and by extension, the entire Romanov dynasty. This is where dark psychology begins to work its magic. Rasputin becomes a trusted advisor, not just in matters of healing, but politics, appointments, even war. This is the halo effect in action. Because he appears to help once, he's now seen as wise in everything. The royal family falls into the appeal to authority fallacy. He's close to God. He healed our son, so he must know what's best. Rasputin doesn't need a throne. He has influence, and he uses it masterfully. He starts planting doubts, tells the Tsarina that enemies surround them, that only he can be trusted, that others are jealous of his connection to the divine. This is gaslighting on a national level. His critics are labeled evil, his opponents unholy. And when people question his behavior, the drinking, the scandals, the rumors, Rasputin spins it as persecution. The Tsarina believes him. Her emotional reasoning overrides all logic, and the deeper they depend on him, the harder it becomes to admit they've made a mistake. This is the sunk cost fallacy. The more they invest in Rasputin, the more blind they become to the damage he causes. Meanwhile, the Russian public is horrified. A stinking peasant has the ear of the empress. Government positions are handed out on his word. Rasputin becomes a symbol of everything wrong with the monarchy. Whispers turn into conspiracies. Conspiracies turn into plots. Finally, a group of nobles decides to act. They invite Rasputin to a palace, poison him, shoot him again, and when that doesn't work, they drown him in an icy river. Or so the legend goes. No one knows for sure how he dies, but the myth sticks. The monk who refuses to die. The man who takes bullets and keeps going. This is the power of the narrative instinct. When a story is good enough, it doesn't matter if it's true. People need a monster to blame, and Rasputin gives them one. But here's the twist. Rasputin doesn't use black magic. He doesn't control people with potions or spells. He uses something far more powerful: emotion, desperation, and flawed thinking. He becomes a master manipulator, not by force, but by understanding how people want to believe. So the question isn't just, how does Rasputin manipulate the royal family? The real question is, how many Rasputins are still out there, hiding behind charisma, mysticism, or screens, influencing the powerful by exploiting the minds of the desperate?
Oh, those Russians.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe. If you wish to learn how to guard your own mind against such manipulation and trickery, check out the book Unfunk Your Mind, which has 365 such logical fallacies, cognitive biases, mental models, and critical thinking techniques to create the best you.